Elite people are ordinary people making extraordinary decisions. Elite people are not born, elite people become. Stay with me for this edition of Worship in 360. Today, let's look at the story of the mother of Moses. Her name is Jochebed, and her story is found in the Bible in Exodus chapter 2. A man and a woman from the tribe of Levi got married. The woman became pregnant and gave birth to a son. She saw that he was a special baby and kept him hidden for 3 months. But when she could no longer hide him, she got a basket made of papyrus reeds and waterproofed it with tar and pitch. She put the baby in the basket and laid it among the reeds along the bank of the Nile. See, the historical and cultural reality is saying you cannot raise your son. You are a woman with no power. You are a slave. You are a nobody. And besides, your son is condemned to die by Egyptian law. Yet she believes in God and she obeys God. Surely she is wondering, is there another way? Let me share with you 3 stepping stones to a new way. Stepping stone number 1, I will trust others. This mother chooses to trust God and she chooses to trust the resources that are at hand. She's desperate to save her child. That's amazing faith. She is creative in utilizing the resources around her. That's practical faith. I find that God always gives us the resources we need to help. It's just sometimes we're blind to it. It's why we offer that message discussion guide, that you would use it with some other folks, because I think together we can learn to trust others more. Here's stepping stone number 2 to a new way of desperate creativity. I will make a plan. The story continues in verse 4. The baby's sister stood at a distance, watching to see what would happen. Soon Pharaoh's daughter came down to bathe in the river. When the princess saw the basket among the reeds, she opened it and saw the baby. I think this mother and sister of Moses had studied the patterns and behaviors of Pharaoh's daughter, and they knew that she came to a certain spot in the Nile River to bathe. This mother and daughter then develop a creative plan, and they desperately pray for soft and receptive hearts. In the midst of the plan, God surprises them right around the corner of life. Friends, parenting and living is risky, and you need a plan with room for God. This week's worship songs on the Spotify playlist, especially Oceans and Difference Maker, remind you that you are the one appointed by God to thrive, not just survive. Here's stepping stone number 3 to a new way of desperate creativity. I will assert myself. The story continues in verse 7. Then the baby's sister approached the princess. Should I go and find one of the Hebrew women to nurse the baby for you? Oh, yes, do, said the princess. So the girl went and called the baby's mother. So the mother took her baby home and nursed him. As this mother and sister step out in boldness, they discover Pharaoh's daughter is receptive and kind. So Jochebed, the mother of Moses, gets to raise her son all the way through the weaning years and get paid for it. Can you imagine? Desperate not to leave fate to itself. Creative in responding to the next new God moment. Friends, let's get out there during these desperate times and assert ourselves. Join Jerome Church as we serve others, giving our all in creative ways. I pray you are experiencing the presence and the power of God, knowing you are elite and becoming elite. And I look forward to seeing you right here next week.